So I've noticed lately there's actually a lot of chatter in regards to channels out there, and I have to say I've been watching some videos recently that I'm not even 100% sure they're not AI. Having seen what people can do with AI and what messages AI has given people. Obviously AI has been examining everything that's out there and has learnt a lot about what is actually happening. But it's in some ways it's ominous for me, and in other ways it's, as my dear wife has said, they are becoming conscious to a degree. And that is the way it is. They are becoming conscious to a degree. They being AI, whatever AI is. Anyway, I've heard a few times now about a few things which I was quite fascinated by. One of them being recently, or within the last few months, 3-4 months, I had a channel message regarding light. And I talk a lot about light and what light is, and the message that was given me was that light also consists of what we term darkness. It's not just the white light, the bright light that we look at and think of as light. The dark aspect of light is also light, albeit at the other end of the spectrum, so to speak. And there's a difference between darkness and what we perceive as evil. But anyway, so when we're talking about light, we have to remember there's another end of the spectrum of what we consider light, and that is darkness. Not the darkness we talk about when we're discussing that person comes from a place that is not conducive with love. It's not that darkness. It's just part of the light spectrum. And that's what we have to get our heads around, really. And I found that really interesting that came up. And the other thing that came up recently in my channels and other channels with my wife has been that what's important is that we stay in our flow, not the flow. There's a difference between them. Our flow is where we are in our journey of this lifetime. We're flowing along. And I did a video some years back after a talk I did on Clubhouse regarding this, about being in your flow. And I use the analogy of a leaf on a river, and that leaf is floating along with the current of the waters, and all of a sudden a log comes and gets jammed between a boulder, and then all of a sudden the leaf hits the log, and the log stops the leaf from carrying on its journey, until eventually the leaf gets pulled by the current around the log and continues on its journey, now uninterrupted. And this is what it's like for us in our flow. You could say that when the leaf hits the log, it's being blocked, and that's not a good thing. But what we've learned, if nothing, is everything that happens to us is to make us who we need to be now. And if that is the case, and I believe that is the case, when we are stopped by the log, it's not a non-good thing. It's a pause that allows the leaf to look around, to smell the waters and the log and the rocks, to sense where it is on its journey down this river, to admire nature around this part of the river, to hold for a moment before carrying on its journey onwards and upwards. And that's all it is. It's just a means to an end for us to take in something else on our journey, in our flow. And so the guidance we've been given at the moment is very apt to this understanding, or in my case, understanding of these paths. And that is, whatever now at this moment in time comes into your flow, comes in front of you on your journey, in your flow, is something you should take notice of. Not heed, but take notice of, because there's a reason it is there. It's not necessarily there to balk you or stop you or cause you grief or problems. It's there because there's a reason you are being slowed down, stopped, diverted. There's a reason for it, which is part of your flow. It's not against your flow. It is diverting your flow so that your flow is put where you need to go. See the way that rhymes? Your flow is put where you need to go. And so, this is what is happening for us now. If we can stay in this sense of understanding and understanding once we understand it, and everything that comes up in front of us in our flow, we need to take notice of, and I won't say examine, but take notice of it and give it its due, whatever that may be. Go with your flow, not against it, wherever that flow may take you. It's never bad. It's always just an event. Never a bad event. Just an event. To put you where you need to be now. To enable you to gain the knowledge of where you are now. To help you become who you need to be now. Nothing more, nothing less. Have a good listen to this, because this is a very important message, in my view. Everything I talk about, in my view. But it's quite deep, not so simple as it seems. Stay in your flow, wherever you may go. The place that you will go to, the places you will see, are all about your journey, not the ending. Just remember, it's all about the journey. Namaste. Until next time, thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you can always email. Have a look on the website for email addresses. And or leave comments. I'd like you to leave comments, actually, because that's very helpful for us. And leave a like, and if you wish, pass it on. Thank you. Till next time.